Hello there, Rogue Nation. Welcome to Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. It is the final regular season home game of the 2017 Great West League season here at Harry and David Field. The host families, I know a lot of you at home are host families, and I imagine most of the listeners are down on the field right now, received special recognition for the amazing sacrifice that they give for this organization, housing our players, feeding them, giving everything that they need, all out of the goodness of their hearts. Thank you so much for your hospitality. We could not be the Medford Rogues without you. On the slate for this final home game, starting pitcher for your Medford Rogues, from La Mesa, California, the southpaw, Connor Konishi. Konishi making his third start of the year. He has 13 strikeouts in 15 and a third innings pitched, looking for his first win of the 2017 season. Host families are tossing out the first pitch to the Medford Rogues. It is a warm one today, folks. 110 degrees, my phone is telling me, and I'm inclined to believe it. Rogues fans staying cool. The game day staff has water guns that they'll be squirting fans throughout the evening. We also have discounted drinks, foods. And there are also kiddie pools set up all around the ballpark as well. Rogue Credit Union was here giving away free ice cream. The first 500 fans in attendance also received a free Rowdy bobblehead, courtesy of Rogue Credit Union. We'll step away for a quick commercial break. When we come back, the starting lineups and first pitch live from Harry and David Field. I'm Jonathan Kerman. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts.
It's time for Medford Rogues Baseball as the Rogues take on the best of the West in the Great West League. Don't miss a minute of the action. Listen to every Medford Rogues game all season long, live on MedfordRogues.com. Now, it's time for Medford Rogues Baseball. Calling all the action tonight, here's Jonathan Kerman.
Hello there, Rogue Nation. Welcome to Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com. Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Fan Appreciation Night here at Harry and David Field, the final regular season home game of the 2017 season. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jonathan Kerman. Starting pitcher tonight for your Medford Rogues, southpaw from La Mesa, California, Connor Konishi will make his third start of the year for the Rogues, still looking for his first win. Our host family is receiving special honors. They threw out tonight's first pitch. And there is no way that the Rogues could be the Rogues. There's no way we could put on this team without the support and the gratitude, the hospitality of our host families. Thank you all so much for all that you do for our players and our organization. When we come back, first pitch, live from Harry and David Field. I'm Jonathan Kerman. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, the final home game of the 2017 regular season. On the mound for your Medford Rogues, left-hander Connor Konishi. His first pitch to the leadoff man, Tanner Tokunaga, misses outside for ball one. The Rogues clinched the Great West League regular season title last night with an 11-2 victory over the Chico Heat. That 1-0 pitch is laced into right field where Taylor Frost misplays that one badly. It goes over his head. Picks it up at the warning track, throws it into the infield. Leadoff double for Tanner Tokunaga. The reason we had that quick commercial break, we actually had a very quick defensive change. Caleb Smith, who was originally slated to start in center field, fell ill. Nothing serious, but is just
Chico,
taking the day off.
Tim Frith.
So Braden Stutzman, who was originally slated in right field, moves over to center, and Taylor Frost, who just got fooled on that line drive, is in right. The entire defensive alignment behind Connor Konishi, catching him tonight, Eric Yang. At third base, Josh Berman. At short, Scotty Wright. At second base, Jaden Hanna. And at first base, Jaden France. The outfield, in left, Dante Gutierrez. In center, Braden Stutzman. And in right, Taylor Frost. That ball misses outside to the left fielder, Tim Frith. The 1-0. That one fouled up and out of play. Evens the count 1-1. So the Rogues clinched the regular season title last night, capped off by a 3-run home run by Alex Aisola. You see him being congratulated by Josh Hogan there on the live stream picture. That one chopped shortly to the third baseman. Berman picks it up over to first in time for the first out of the inning. Tanner Tokunaga has to hold at second. With that home run, that was the 24th home run hit by this Rogues team, which ties the record for the most home runs hit by a Medford Rogues team That record set back in 2013. So with one down, that will bring up the 3-hitter, Cole Lemmel. Batting lineup for the Chico Heat, leading off Tanner Tokunaga. He's at second. Tim Firth just grounded out to third base. Batting third, Cole Lemmel takes a pitch low for ball 1. Batting fourth, the center fielder, Garrett Kelly. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Bailey Zimmer. Batting sixth, at second base, Brandon De La Guardia. Batting seventh, the catcher, Mark Jones. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Justin Watland. That ball hit to right center field. Stutzman giving chase, makes a diving effort, but it gets by him, rolls all the way to the wall. Tanner Tokunaga rounds third. Cole Lemmel heads into third with a stand-up triple, and the Chico Heat have the first run of the ballgame. So those outfielders being tested early here in this ballgame. Rogues trail 1-0 here in the top of the first. So batting eighth for the Chico Heat, Justin Watland, and batting ninth, the shortstop, Eric Robles. That will bring up Garrett Kelly. Cole Lemmel is at third, 1 out here in the top of the first. That one misses outside for ball 1. The 1-0. That one hit well to left field, but it goes foul. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Garrett Kelly from Hollister, California. 6-foot right-handed batter, attends UC Davis in the fall, batting .297 for this Heat team. That one smacked to center field. Stutzman coming on. That's going to drop in front of him. Third baseman, rather the runner at third, will tag and score. It's an RBI single for Cole Lemmel. Rather, Cole Lemmel scores. It's an RBI single for Garrett Kelly here in the top of the first.
Batting next is your Morton's K batter.
Heat jump out to a quick 2-0 lead
Now Bailey gets struck out. It's $3
here on Fan Appreciation Night.
Top of the inning.
So Tanner Tokunaga led off with a double, Cole Lemmel with a RBI triple, and then Garrett Kelly with an RBI single. That's the ball game so far. Bailey Zimmer, the first baseman, steps in. First pitch to him misses low for ball 1. Two to nothing to score. 1 out, runner on first for the Chico Heat. Konishi comes home. The 1-0 in there for a strike, evens the count, 1-1. Konishi checks the runner at first, now comes home. That one popped high in the air and foul. We'll see if it stays in play. Berman's coming over, but it lands into the triple play patio. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bailey Zimmer. Zimmer from Edwardsville, Illinois, plays for Missouri Western State. Tall right-handed batter, 6'5", 220. Batting .292 for this Heat team. That one misses in, gets away from Eric Yang, and Garrett Kelly will advance to second on the wild pitch. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on second. That's Garrett Kelly. 2-0 Heat on top in the top of the first inning. The pitch home. Misses high for ball 3. So the count runs full to Bailey Zimmer. Waiting on deck, the second baseman, Brandon De La Guardia. The 3-2. Fouled back up and over into the netting, over the netting and into the bleachers. We'll do this again. The Rogues will head to Portland for the final 3 games of the regular season. They will then stay in Portland and play the first game of the playoffs the next day. That one fouled back into the netting. Count remains 3-2. The 2017 playoff schedule has been announced. Single game tickets are available online. Just head to medfordrogues.com. Click on the tickets tab to get your tickets to the Rogues' first postseason game of the 2017 season. The 3-2. Chop foul. So Bailey Zimmer staying alive. 1 out, runner on second here in the top of the first. Chico Heat lead 1-0. That first home playoff game for the Rogues will be on Tuesday, August 9th. You can catch Game 1 up in Portland right here on MedfordRogues.com. The 3-2. Called strike 3 on the outer edge.
All right, Rogues fans, head on over to the beer garden for $3 beers till the end of the top of the
So with
inning.
2 down, that will bring up Brandon De La Guardia.
Our very good friends over at Morton's.
I'd like to thank all of you for joining us here on the live stream, wherever you may be. Thank you for joining us
Now batting Brandon De La
right
Guardia.
here on MedfordRogues.com. Our game day staff armed with water guns and misters trying to keep our fans cool. So grateful to our fans who showed up, who've been showing up all year, but especially on a day like today. The first pitch to De La Guardia. Fastball misses outside for ball 1. Garrett Kelly is at second base. 2 outs in the top of the first. The 1-0. Fastball misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. The crew today behind the plate, Jock Bolden, and in the field, Brian Rose. Connor Konishi making his 3rd start of the year, looking to get out of the first inning. 2 balls, no strikes to count. 2 outs here in the top of the first. The pitch home. That one fouled back into the netting. 2 balls and 1 strike to count now to Brandon De La Guardia. Last night, De La Guardia batted second and went 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. He steps back into the box. The lefty Konishi comes set. Looks back at second. Garrett Kelly takes his lead. The throw back to second's a close one, but he did not. The tag was not applied in time. Garrett Kelly went back standing, and that's what made it close. Field on Brian Rose, ruling him safe. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out to Brandon De La Guardia. The pitch home. Fastball. Ooh, it was close, just off the plate. Tough ball to call by Brian Rose. Count now 3-1 to Brandon De La Guardia. De La Guardia batting .251 with 22 RBI for this Heat team. The 3-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Another full count here in the top of the first. 2 outs in the top of the inning. The pitch home, called strike 3. So after giving up a couple of extra base hits, Connor Konishi strikes out the final 2 batters to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the first. The score 2-0. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Most do-it-yourselfers know that if you do it yourself, you get more for your money. At No Frills Flooring, get the absolute best prices on carpet, vinyl, hardwood, laminate, natural stone, porcelain tile, and granite slabs for countertops. No Frills Flooring is a wholesale supplier of floor covering materials targeted to serving the construction industry and do-it-yourselfers. With a large selection of the most desired products available at the lowest prices, they want to help you with your project. Stop in one of their stores located on Ross Antley Drive in Medford or E Street in Grants Pass, or visit NoFrillsFlooring.com. When No Frills says more floors, they mean it. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. We are in the bottom of the first inning. Rogues trail 2-0. Leading things off for the Rogues, playing shortstop today, Mr. Perfect, Scotty Wright. Wright takes a first pitch for a strike. Batting lineup for the Medford Rogues, Scotty Wright, batting second, Jaden Hanna. That one fouled back up and over into the parking lot. Dex, I did do my best to peek into the dugout. I can't see every player that's there. I did not see Caleb Smith in the dugout, but I will keep my eye out for him. The 0-2 fouled back, catches the catcher, Mark Jones's mask. He'll take a few seconds to walk it off. Brian Coffey is on the mound for the Chico Heat. Coffey, a southpaw from Las Vegas, Nevada, attends University of New Mexico in his free time. Making his 5th start of the year, he is 2-0 with a 9 ERA. So Scotty Wright leading things off, batting second, Jaden Hanna. Batting third, the catcher, Eric Yang. Batting fourth, Alex Isola. Batting fifth, Josh Berman, who went 3 for 4 with 3 RBI singles. That one's chopped down the line foul. Scotty Wright in a hole 0-2. Batting sixth in left field, Dante Gutierrez. And then we'll have to see about the bottom of the order. Originally, Braden Stutzman was scheduled to bat 7th and play right field. The 0-2, that one hit well down the first base line, but foul. Scotty Wright staying alive in an 0-2 count. So Stutzman was originally slated to bat 7th and hit and play over at right field. However, Caleb Smith, who was scheduled to play center field, started to feel a little ill, and so he was removed from the ballgame. That one misses inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Scotty Wright. So Taylor Frost is now playing right field, and Braden Stutzman is in center. So we'll see how the batting order changes out. That one misses low. Evens the count, 2-2 to Scotty Wright. That one hit well down the left field line, but foul. Hops into the Rogues bullpen. We are in the bottom of the first inning. Rogues trail 2-0. Scotty Wright steps back into the box. The count now 2-2. That one home, bounced in the dirt. And Scotty Wright has earned himself a full count after being down 0-2. Coffey winds. The southpaw delivers. The 3-2. That one's hit well to right center field. Going back is Cole Lemel. He's out the wall. That is going to be off the wall. Scotty Wright in with a stand-up double. Here to lead off the bottom of the first inning. That ball was very close to being a home run. So the Rogues looking to punch back here in the bottom of the first. And that will bring up the second baseman, Jaden Hanna. Scotty Wright fighting back from an 0-2 count, runs it full, and then hits a double to the right center field gap. Defensive alignment behind Brian Coffey. Catching him tonight is Mark Jones. At third base, Justin Watland. At shortstop, Eric Robles. At second base, Brandon De La Guardia. First pitch swinging by Jaden Hanna, fouls that one back off the third base side. So Brandon De La Guardia at second for the Chico Heat. At first, Bailey Zimmer. In the outfield, in left, Tim Frith. In center, Garrett Kelly. And in right, Cole Lemmel. The 0-1 count to the left-handed hitting Jaden Hanna. Fouls that one back into the same spot. Count is 0-2. Near record temperatures here at Harry and David Field hasn't stopped the fans from coming out. So gracious of them to join us here on Fan Appreciation Night. Love to honor our fans as often as we can, but today especially is for them. That one hit well to center field. The center fielder, Garrett Kelly, finally catches it. Scotty Wright tags, he's into third safely. So a productive out for Jaden Hanna. The center fielder, Garrett Kelly, had his arms spread out. He didn't see where that ball was initially. However, unfortunately for Jaden Hanna, that ball hit directly at him. It's easy enough play for Garrett Kelly once he did pick up the ball to make the grab. Scotty Wright is at third, and that will bring up the catcher, Eric Yang. First pitch swinging by Yang, fouls that one back into the parking lot. Brian Coffey comes set. The 0-1. Misses low. It gets away from the catcher. Scotty Wright takes off for home, and he's in standing. So Scotty Wright doubles, advances to third on a pop fly, and comes home on a wild pitch. Rogues have their first run of the game. They lead 1-0. Director of Baseball Operations B.G. Gould ruling that one a pass ball. However you score it. Rogues have their first run of the game here in the bottom of the first. So with one out, 1-1 the count, bases clear to Eric Yang. He hits that one well down the first base line, but foul. Slams into the netting, guarding the playpen out there behind the berm off the first base side. So Yang in a count of 1-2. Brian Coffey winds, deals, misses high. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coffey working quickly, the 2-2. That one hit well to left center field. Garrett Kelly and Tim Frith both going back. Kelly has room. He makes the grab for the second out of the inning. So with 2 down, that will bring up the DH tonight, Alex Isola.
Now batting, your Rogues designated hitter, Alex Isola.
First pitch to Alex Isola, catches the inner half of the plate for a strike. With the Rogues already leading 8-2, Alex Isola hit a 3-run home run in the 8th inning. Curveball by Brian Coffey drops in there for a strike. Isola quickly behind 0-2. That home run hit by Isola was the 24th of the year for this Rogues team. Coincidentally, Alex Isola wearing number 24. The next home run hit by the Rogues this regular season will set a new team record. That one misses high. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Alex Isola. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the first. The 1-2 in the dirt. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 misses outside, runs the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. That one misses outside for ball 4. Alex Isola has himself a 2-out walk. That will bring up the third baseman, Josh Berman. Berman had himself quite a game yesterday. He went 3 for 4, all 3 of his hits. RBI singles. Berman had RBI singles in the 1st, 5th, and 7th innings of last night's ball game, helped the Rogues defeat the Chico Heat 11-2 and clinch the regular season title and home field advantage throughout the playoffs. First pitch by Berman, fouled back into the netting. Count is 0-1. Josh Berman, I think, may have broken his bat. Went to the dugout to get a new one. He's applying his batting gloves right now. 2-1 the score. The Chico Heat getting 2 in the first on a leadoff double, a triple, and an RBI single. Scotty Wright matching the Chico Heat with an RBI, rather a leadoff double of his own. Came around to score on a passed ball. 0-1 the count to Josh Berman with Isola at first. That ball gets away from the catcher. Isola will take second on the wild pitch. So the tying run now in scoring position for the Rogues here in the bottom of the first with 2 out. Berman steps back into the box in a 1-1 count. Coffey comes set. The 1-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Berman, a local of Medford, Oregon, 5'11" right-hander, attending Clark Community College in his free time. Upped his average to 264 after last night's 3-for-4 performance. Coffey looks in, gets the sign from his catcher, Mark Jones, now comes set. Here's the 1-2. That one misses low. Evens the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Scotty Wright led off with a double. Jaden Hanna with a pop fly to center. Advanced Scotty to third. Eventually came home on a wild pitch. Here's the 2-2 to Josh Berman with Isola at second. Misses outside for ball 3. So now the count full to Josh Berman. Jaden France's parents joining us on the live chat. The 3-2 misses outside for ball 4. Back-to-back walks, and the Rogues have runners on first and second here in the bottom of the first. Jaden France's parents wanting to give a shout out to Jim Marin and Annalie Love for being wonderful host families. Jaden France playing first base tonight for the Rogues. Like to give another public thanks to all of our host families. Your hospitality and generosity astounds me. It really does. Thank you all so much for all that you do for this organization and their players. Dante Gutierrez, the left-handed left fielder, steps into the box with runners on first and second. First pitch to Gutierrez. Gets away from the catcher, and the runners will take an extra base. So another wild pitch moves Isola to third and Berman to second, and the Rogues have the lead run in scoring position. The catcher, Mark Jones, going to go out to talk with Brian Coffey. We'll step away for a quick commercial break. No, we won't. Seems to be whenever I say that, the conversation ends. So Mark Jones will head back. He gets into the crouch. Dante Gutierrez with that open stance steps into the left-handed box. The 1-0. Misses low for ball 2. Dante Gutierrez from Chula Vista, California, attends University of San Diego in his free time. The 2-0. Fastball catches the lower inside corner. Alex Isola at third, Josh Berman at second. They both walked, both advanced on wild pitches. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Rogues trail 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, that one hit right at the shortstop. It bounces, the ball gets away from him, and he's not going to have a play. It'll be ruled an error on the shortstop. Alex Isola comes home, and the Rogues tie the game 2-2 here in the bottom of the first. Sharply hit ball by Dante Gutierrez just ate up the shortstop,
Now
Eric
batting
Robles.
for the Rogues, center fielder,
And that will bring up the center fielder, Braden Stutzman. Braden Stutzman, the lone switch hitter on this Rogues ball club. Batting from the right side now with the left-hander Brian Coffey on the mound. Coffey looks over at first, now comes home. The first pitch to Stutzman misses low for ball one. So the Heat jumped out to an early 2-0 lead, but the Rogues answer with 2 here in the bottom of the first. Here's the 1-0. Misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0. That one smacked to right field. Going back is Lemmel, but he will have room and makes the grab at the warning track. Well hit ball by Stutzman. It's just a loud final out. The Rogues tie the ball game here in the bottom of the first. A leadoff double by Scotty Wright comes home on a wild pitch. Alex Isola walked, advanced to third on a couple wild pitches, and came home on an E6. We head to the top of the second, all tied at 2. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Fans, I can't tell you how many times we've had to replace a window at Harry and David Field because of a stray fly ball. When we need our windows fixed or replaced, the only team we trust are the folks at Bill's Glass. With locations in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass, Bill's Glass is the fastest and most affordable glass service in Southern Oregon. When you hear that crash, think Bill's Glass. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. We are in the top of the second inning. Rogues tied the game at 2. First pitch swinging by the catcher, Mark Jones, hits a flare into right center field. The center fielder, Braden Stutzman, is there for the first out of the second. With one down, that will bring up the third baseman, Justin Watland. Again, Taylor Frost making his Rogues debut in right field. Caleb Smith initially slated to start in center with Stutzman in right. First pitch swinging by Justin Watland. Ground to the hole. The shortstop, Scotty Wright, is there. The pick by Jaden France, and they get him. So Josh Berman was in front of Scotty Wright, tried to make a play on that ball. It got by him. Wright backing him up, made the throw. The nice pick by Jaden France. Looking like a natural over there at first base.
Chico, Eric Robles.
Quickly 2 down in the bottom, rather the top of the second. And that will bring up the shortstop, Eric Robles. Robles had an error on a ball hit sharply to him by Dante Gutierrez back in the first that allowed Alex Isola to score. First pitch to Eric Robles, misses low for ball 1. So Taylor Frost out there in right field for the Rogues. Initially, Stutzman, who was in center, was slated to be in right. Caleb Smith, the original center fielder, as that one catches the outer half for a strike, said he started to feel ill. So Stutzman moved over to center. Taylor Frost in right field. The 1-1 misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to the shortstop, Eric Robles. Here's the 2-1 from Konishi. Catches the outer edge for strike 2. The 2-2 misses outside. Runs the count full, 3-2. Robles from Vacaville, California, attends Butte College in his free time. The left-handed batter waits on the 3-2. He chops at that one, hit right at the first baseman. France is there, makes the grab, steps on the bag for the final out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the second, all tied at 2. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Located just 5 minutes from the I-5 and Grants Pass, Hellgate Jet Boat Excursions is the only place you need to go for the ultimate Rogue River experience. Jet through historic Hellgate Canyon, lounge at the exclusive OK Corral, and feast on all-you-can-eat homemade barbecue. Visit www.hellgate.com to book your Rogue River experience today.
Now, back to Harry and David Field. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball.
Live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. We are in the bottom of the second inning, all tied at 2. Leading things off for the Rogues, playing first base tonight. Actually recorded the final out, made a couple great snags over there at first base. Jaden France, the first pitch to Jaden, falls in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Jaden in limited action is hitting .300 for this Rogues ball club. He's 3 for 10 with 2 RBI. The 0-1. Curveball misses high. Evens the count 1-1. Chico Heat jumping out to 2 runs in the top of the first. The Rogues answering with 2 of their own. That one hit well but fouled down the first base line and out of play. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Waiting on deck, the right fielder, Taylor Frost. So that's how that lineup change shakes out. Just a easy 1-for-1. That one misses high, runs the count full, 3-2. Jaden France steps back into the box. Here's the 2-2 offering from Brian Coffey. Curveball chopped to the third baseman. Robles is there. The throw over to first in time for the first out of the second. So with 1 down, that will bring up Taylor Frost.
Batting next for your Medford Rogues, your Rogues right fielder,
Taylor Frost from Bend, Oregon. Plays for Lane Community College in his free time, 6'3" sophomore. Batting just .176 in just 17 at-bats. Does have 3 hits, a double, 2 RBI, 3 walks, and 6 runs scored. First pitch to Taylor Frost, misses outside for ball 1. That one popped up high in the air and foul off the first base side. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. So the Heat jumped out to that early 2-0 lead. Leadoff double by Scotty Wright and a walk by Alex Isola. Eventually scored on a passed ball. Tied the game at 2. Next pitch swung on and missed. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Taylor Frost. Waiting on deck, the leadoff man. Mr. Scotty Wright. The 1-2 misses inside, evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 misses high, runs the count full, 3-2. The 3-2 offering misses high for ball 4. Taylor Frost aboard with the 1-out walk. His 4th of the year. And that will bring up Scotty Wright.
Shortstop Scotty Wright.
Wright setting the tone for the Rogues in this ball game after they fell behind to a early 2-0 lead. Doubled to lead off the bottom of the first, would eventually come around to score. 1 out, runner on first. That's Taylor Frost. That pitch swung on, fouled back. 0-1 the count to Scotty Wright. Scotty Wright started what would eventually be a magical ball game down in Lincoln, the second game of a doubleheader. Pitched a perfect game, struck out 14 batters over 7 innings. Both games were shortened due to the heat and the fact that both teams were playing 2 games in 1 ball game. 0-1 the count to Scotty Wright with a runner on first. 1 out in the bottom of the second. Taylor Frost takes off. That one fouled back into the netting. Wright quickly behind 0-2. Brian Coffey looks in. Now comes set. Here's the 0-2 to Scotty Wright. We'll see if Frost takes off again. He does, well, the throw over to first. Wright, not a big lead. He's back standing. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Scotty Wright. That one smacked into left field for a base hit. So Scotty Wright quickly 2 for 2 today. Taylor Frost moves over to second, and that will bring up Jaden Hanna.
Now batting for your Medford Rogues, second baseman Jaden Hanna.
And as soon as Hanna comes up and the Island Song by the Zach Brown Band plays throughout the stadium, the temperature drops 3 degrees, now a cool 107. I think cool 107 is a radio station here in Medford. Nope, that's cool 103.5. First pitch swinging by Jaden France. Pop fly lands into the patio. Strike 1. Could have been a radio station. Could have been. Taylor Frost at second. Scotty Wright at first. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. We're all tied at 2. Here's the 0-1 to Jaden Hanna. Fastball misses outside. Evens the count, 1-1. Last night, Jaden Hanna went 1 for 3 with a double and 2 runs scored. The 1-1, that one hit in the air to left center field. Going back are the outfielders. That ball's going to drop. Taylor Frost being waved home. Hogan's going to wave home Scotty Wright. The throw back to second. Hayden's back in safely. Jaden is back in safely, and a 2-run double for Mr. Hanna gives the Rogues the lead 4-2 here in the bottom of the second.
Batting now for the Medford Rogues, your catcher tonight, Eric Yang.
So Jaden Hanna puts the Rogues on top with a big double to left center field. Scores Scotty Wright and Taylor Frost, and that will bring up the RBI leader of the Great West League, Alex Isola. Brian Coffey looks back at Jaden Hanna, now comes home. First pitch, pops it up high and out of play. My mistake, that's actually Eric Yang who is at the plate. Alex Isola, the DH, waiting on deck. Just received a bit of news. This will be Eric Yang's final game with the Medford Rogues. He and Bobby Wright have to return to school for orientation. That one hit to the shortstop. Eric Robles fields it. The throw over to first in time. Jaden Hanna advancing to third on the play. So with 2 down, that will bring up Alex Isola.
Your Rogues designated hitter, Alex Isola.
Alex Isola, the RBI leader of the Great West League, steps in with Jaden Hanna at third base. Rogues lead 4-2. Brian Coffey winds, deals, misses high for ball 1. The 1-0 misses high. Isola quickly ahead. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 misses outside for ball 3. So Isola in a 3-0 count. Jaden Hanna at third. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. The 3-1 catches the outer edge for a strike. Isola walked his first time up, advanced a second on a wild pitch, advanced a third on a wild pitch, and scored on an error. The 3-1 misses inside for ball 4. So Isola's second walk of the day will bring up Josh Berman. Berman walked himself back in the first, made it all the way to third.
Batting next, your Rogues third baseman, Josh Berman.
First pitch swinging by Josh Berman, fouls that back into the berm. Man. Count is 0-1. Berman waits on the 0-1. That one hit down the first base line. Coming over is the right fielder, Cole Emmel, but it lands into the Chico Heat dugout. Berman quickly behind 0-2. Runners on the corners. Jaden Hanna at third had that big 2 RBI double that scored Scotty Wright and Taylor Frost. Isola at first base walked for the second time this ballgame. Josh Berman gets the sign from Josh Hogan. Now steps back into the right-handed box. Brian Coffey, the southpaw, comes set. The runners take off, going for a bit of a sneak steal. Jaden Hanna is going to be safe at third. My goodness. So the Rogues put on a double steal before the ball's even thrown. Jaden Hanna trying to steal home on the pickle. Hanna gets back to third safely, and Isola steals second. The Rogues have nothing to lose here in this ballgame. They're playing like it. So 2 in scoring position for Josh Berman. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Brian Coffey looks in, gets the sign from Mark Jones. Now comes set. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So a bit of fun, doesn't result in much. However, Jaden Hanna hits the 2 RBI double, scoring Taylor Frost and Scotty Wright. The Rogues take a 4-2 lead. We head to the third. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. the Rogues would like to thank Rogue Credit Union for their continued support of the Medford Rogues and the surrounding Southern Oregon community. Our friends at Rogue Credit Union are striking out hunger. Rogue Credit Union is donating $10 to Access each time a Rogues pitcher strikes at a player from the opposing team during a home game. Rogue Credit Union, living local. It's a Rogue thing.
Let's head back to the ballpark. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com.
Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. We are in the top of the third inning, Rogues on top 4-2, thanks to a 2 RBI double by Jaden Hanna. First pitch swinging by the DH tonight, Tanner Tokunaga fouls it back and out of play. Konishi ahead 0-1. Tanner Tokunaga led off with a double back in the first, would eventually come around to score. He hits that one too. Straightaway center field. Stutzman's there. He makes the grab for the first out of the third. That will bring up the left fielder, Tim Frith. Frith from Treasure Valley College. Joined the team just 4 games ago. This is his 4th game with the Chico Heat, batting .667. Chops that one just foul down the third base line. Ooh, that was close. Has 4 hits, a walk, and 3 runs. Frith will step back into the right-handed box. Connor Konishi winds and deals. The 0-1 skips in the dirt, gets away from Eric Yang. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Konishi winds and deals the 1-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Sun casting long shadows here at Harry and David Field. The 1-2. Yang was about to throw to third on what would have been a called strike 3. The home plate umpire, Jock Bolton, disagrees. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the third. Konishi winds and deals. Fastball popped up in the air and foul out of play. Count will remain 2-2. The 2-2 offering from Konishi, smacked to the second baseman. Hanna is there. Over to France. In time for the second out of the inning. With 2 down, that will bring up Cole Lemmel, who had an RBI triple. Scored Tanner Tokunaga back in the first, would come around to score on the RBI single by Garrett Kelly, who's on deck. First pitch to Lemmel. Fastball catches the outer edge for strike 1. Lemmel calls time, now steps back into the box. The 0-1 from Konishi. That one chopped to the third baseman. Berman is there. Couple steps, the accurate throw to France. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the third. We head to the bottom of the inning. Rogues lead 4-2. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com. Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. This Rogues broadcast is brought to you by Mary's Barbecue. Tender, juicy, slow-smoked meat, homemade sides, and friendly service. And it's easy for anyone in Southern Oregon to get to. Mary's Barbecue Place at 841 East Pine Street in Central Point. Follow along on Facebook or their website, marysbbqplace.com. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com. Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Brian Coffey's night is done. He'll be replaced by the right-hander, number 18, Brandon Bachman. Bachman from Vacaville, California, attends Folsom Lake Community College in his free time. Bachman is 1-0 on the year, making his 15th appearance on the season, has a 5.6 ERA, does have a save under his belt, and has 14 strikeouts in 17 2/3 innings. Dante Gutierrez, Braden Stutzman, and Jaden France for the Rogues here in the bottom of the third.
Left fielder Dante Gutierrez.
Dante Gutierrez hit a sharp ball to the shortstop, Eric Robles. Robles couldn't handle it. It allowed Isola to score the tying run of the game. That was back in the first inning. First pitch swinging by Gutierrez right at the second baseman, De La Guardia, who squeezes it for the first out of the third. So with one down, that will bring up the center fielder, Braden Stutzman. Stutzman hit a long fly ball to right field. The outfielder, Cole Lemmel, at the warning track when he made that grab. The switch-hitting Stutzman will now move over to the left side with the right-hander, Brandon Bachman, on the mound for the Chico Heat. First pitch to Stutzman, catches the outer edge for strike one. Bachman gets his sign he likes from Mark Jones. Another fastball, same location, same result. Count is 0-2 to Braden Stutzman. The 0-1, the 0-2 rather, swung on and missed for strike three. So two down in the third. That will bring up the first baseman, Jaden France. France looking like a natural over there at first base, most likely because he plays infield when he plays his college ball during the fall.
For the Rogues, first baseman Jaden France.
France grounded out to shortstop his first time up. Now has a favorable matchup here. The curveball to France drops in there for strike one. That one misses low, evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. The sun mercifully peeking behind some clouds, casting a shade over Harry and David Field. The fans certainly enjoying this moment right now. The 1-1. Fouled ball. It rolls down the line, but it will stay foul. Oh, one of those tricky plays where if a ball is foul along one of the lines but rolls fair before it passes the bag, it's a fair ball. So France running hard on that foul ball, but it didn't go anywhere. Count now 1-2 to Jaden France. Bachman comes set. The 1-2 curveball misses high. Evens the count, 2-2. Waiting on deck, the 9-hitter Taylor Frost. The 2-2 fouled up and over the netting and into the parking lot. So Jaden France staying alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Nobody on here in the bottom of the third. The Rogues lead 4-2. Bachman winds and deals. Another curveball misses inside. France had tossed his bat. He was ready to go to first base. Puts his hands up saying, my bad, I'm sorry, didn't mean that. My mistake. So the count runs full to Jaden France. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, foul tipped. France doing a great job of staying alive, fighting off pitches until he finds one that he can really drive into. Chico getting 2 in the top of the first. Rogues answering with 2 in the bottom. Rogues will get 2 more in the second. That one hit high in the air, a major league pop-up. The second baseman, De La Guardia, is waiting under it. Still waiting, makes the grab for the final out. That one was hit a mile. So the Rogues go down 1-2-3 in the third. We head to the fourth. Rogues on top 4-2. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. This Rogues broadcast is brought to you by Morton's Family Dining and Bar. Morton's offers something for everyone. Morton's has a full sports bar, a separate family dining side of the restaurant, and even delivery. Check out their website, mortons.com. That's Morton's with 2 R's.
At People's Bank, we know that banking doesn't have to be complicated. Good banking happens when we put people first. Here at People's Bank, we're for the people with big dreams. We're here for families working on creating a better life for their children. We're for businesses investing locally to create a better community we're proud to call home. This is Ken Troutman, president of People's Bank. When we put people first, families grow stronger, businesses thrive, and our community flourishes. People's Bank, we put people first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Connor Konishi back on the mound. First pitch swinging by Garrett Kelly. It's a fair ball down the third base line. That one rolls all the way into the corner. Dante Gutierrez having some trouble with it. Garrett Kelly not settled with 2. He's going for 3. He is in safely with a stand-up triple to lead off the top of the 4th inning. A ground ball that just got by a diving Josh Berman. Ball bouncing all around down there by the Powerball banner. Garrett Kelly flies into third with a leadoff triple. Konishi winds and deals. First pitch popped up in the air and foul. Rogues lead 4-2 here in the top of the 4th. Chico Heat got 2 in the first. The Rogues answered with 2 of their own. and then got 2 more in the second. That one laced down the left field line, and it's gone. Bounces on the top of the yellow and over. So a home run by Bailey Zimmer ties this ball game at 4 here in the top of the 4th. Well, I mean, you couldn't ask somebody to do that twice if they tried. Give them 100 tries, they couldn't do it. It bounced on the yellow bar that travels around the outfield wall, signifying what's a home run. It bounced on it and then continued over into the forest of trees behind left field. First pitch to Brandon De La Guardia. He tries to bunt. It rolls foul. Strike 1 to Brandon De La Guardia. Still nobody out here in the top of the 4th. We are all tied at 4. That one hit to center field. Stutzman coming on. Makes the grab for the first out of the inning. That will bring up the catcher, Mark Jones, who flied out to Stutzman his first time up. Mark Jones from Tacoma, Washington, attends Columbia Basin Community College in his free time. Rogues fans, playoff tickets are now on sale. The playoff schedule has been released. Your Rogues will face the Portland Pickles here at home. Game 2 of that 3-game series will be right here at Harry and David Field on Sunday. Rather, on Tuesday, August 9th.
Mark Jones.
Tuesday, August 8th. The 3rd game of that series, should we require it, would be that Wednesday, August 9th. The first pitch to Mark Jones hit right at the second baseman. Hannah's there. Throw over to the other Jaden France. Makes the grab. Just like that, 2 down in the 4th. That will bring up the third baseman, Jeremy Watland.
Now batting, Jeremy Watland.
Watland grounded out to short his first time up. It's on that great play by Scotty Wright and Jaden France. First pitch, a fastball misses outside for ball 1. Was a grounder to the hole between third and short. Berman tried to make a play on it. The ball got by him. Scotty Wright was there. And the throw over to first, a nice pick by Jaden France. Retired Jeremy Watland his first time up. That one misses outside, 2-0. 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the 4th. We're all tied at 4. That one hit to the second baseman. Hannah's there. Flip over to France. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning, all tied at 4. The 2-run home run by Bailey Zimmer ties this ball game. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Rogues fans, if you're looking for a used car or truck, why not head to the dealer that will give you the best quality vehicle at the best price? Crater Lake Ford uses real-time tracking software to research similar makes within hundreds of miles to give you the best car shopping experience while saving you time and money. Crater Lake Ford. Right cars and trucks, right prices, right experiences. Visit CraterLakeFord.com today. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. The first pitch to Taylor Frost catches the inner half of the plate for strike one. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. The 0-1 fouled back into the netting. Frost quickly behind 0-2. Taylor Frost's first time up, walked and would come around to score on the 2 RBI double by Jaden Hanna. Taylor Frost, a late addition to the Rogues lineup. Slotted over in right field. That pitch swung on and missed for strike three. Caleb Smith, the original center fielder, not feeling well, so Braden Stutzman moved over from right to center. Taylor Frost taking over
Batting next for your
for
Medford
Stutzman.
Rogues shortstop,
That will turn the lineup over for Scotty Wright. Wright is 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Back in the first, led the game off with a double for the Rogues, who come around to score on a wild pitch. And then in the second inning, singled and scored on that 2 RBI double by Jaden Hanna. First pitch bounces into the left-handed batter's box and rolls to the dugout. To the backstop, rather. 1-0 to Scotty Wright. Brandon Bachman winds, he deals. That one misses inside for ball 2. Two in the first, 2 in the fourth for the Chico, 2 in the first, 2 in the second for the Rogues. We're all tied at 4 here in the bottom of the fourth. The 2-0 fastball misses outside for ball 3. Fan Appreciation Night here at Harry and David Field. Tonight is all about celebrating you, Rogue Nation, the best fans in the Great West League. The 3-0 catches the outer edge for strike one. Fans were treated to free ice cream, courtesy of Rogue Credit Union. The first 500 fans also received a Rogue Rowdy bobblehead, courtesy of Rogue Credit Union. The 3-1 misses outside for ball 4. Scotty Wright reaches for the third time today, and that will bring up Jaden Hanna.
Batting next for your Medford Rogues, second baseman, Jaden Hanna.
Two of, in my opinion, the greatest walk-up songs on the Rogues roster, hitting first and second here on Fan Appreciation Night. Maybe it's Jonathan Appreciation Night and they just didn't tell me. The Island Song by the Zach Brown Band always brings a cool breeze over Harry and David Field. The first pitch to Jaden Hanna misses low for ball 1. Scotty Wright at first. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Throw over to first. Scotty Wright dives back in safely. No tag applied. The left-handed hitting Jaden Hanna hit one to the left center field gap. Scored Scotty Wright and Taylor Frost to give the Rogues a 4-2 lead back in the second inning. The 1-0. That one smacked down the right field line. That ball is gone! Jaden Hanna hits one right at the Seven Feathers Casino Resort banner above the right field wall. That home run sets a Rogues team record, the most by any Rogues team, 25. Congratulations, Jaden Hanna. Congratulations to the entire Rogues roster. No doubt about that one. 2 more RBI for Jaden Hanna, and the Rogues take a 6-4 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Scotty Wright has scored all 3 times. He's come up to the plate as well. The first pitch to Eric Yang catches the outer edge for strike 1. Bit of somber news. This will be Eric Yang's last game with the Medford Rogues. He has to return back to UC Santa Barbara for orientation. Next pitch catches the outer edge for strike 2. Both Yang and then Rogues reliever Bobby Wood will also have to leave after this ballgame. That one popped up high in the air. The second baseman, De La Guardia, is under it. He waits for it. squeezes his glove on it for the second out of the inning. So with 2 down and nobody on, that will bring up Alex Isola.
Your Rogues designated hitter,
Isola
Alex
still
Isola.
has yet to record an at-bat in this ballgame. He's walked twice back in the first inning, advanced the second on a wild pitch, advanced the third on a wild pitch, and came home on an error. In the second, he walked and stole a base. First pitch to Isola misses outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Catches the outer edge, evens the count 1-1. Bachman winds and deals. Curveball drops in for a strike. Count is 1-2 to Alex Isola. That one swung on and missed for strike 3, but the Rogues get 2 on the 2-run home run by Jaden Hanna. We head to the 5th. Rogues on top, 6-4. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Most do-it-yourselfers know that if you do it yourself, you get more for your money. At No Frills Flooring, get the absolute best prices on carpet, vinyl, hardwood, laminate, natural stone, porcelain tile, and granite slabs for countertops. No Frills Flooring is a wholesale supplier of floor covering materials targeted to serving the construction industry and do-it-yourselfers. With a large selection of the most desired products available at the lowest prices, they want to help you with your project. Stop in one of their stores located on Ross Anley Drive in Medford or E Street in Grants Pass, or visit NoFrillsFlooring.com. When No Frills says more floors, they mean it.
Now, back to Harry and David Field. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball.
Live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. First pitch to the shortstop, Eric Robles, tries to bunt it. It rolls foul. 0-1 the count. The Rogues lead 6-4 in the top of the 5th, thanks to a 2-run home run by Jaden Hanna. Hanna has 4 RBI in this ballgame. Next one, showing bunt, Robles pulls back. The count is even now, 1 ball and 1 strike. Both teams getting 2 in the first, the Rogues getting 2 in the second. Robles lays down the bunt. It's by Connor Konishi. And a base hit for Eric Robles. Konishi's momentum was taking him to the third base side. The ball bunted up along the first base side. By the time Konishi course corrected, the ball was by him. No chance for Jaden Hanna, who was charging hard to get the speedy Robles. And that will bring up the leadoff man, Tanner Tokunaga. Tokunaga led off the game with a double, would eventually score on a triple by Cole Lemmel. He then flied out to center his second time up. First pitch to Tanner Tokunaga, misses low for ball 1. The Chico Heat still have a ton to play for. They are in an absolute dead tie with the Lincoln Potters. Those two teams will face off in their first series of the playoffs, starting on Monday, August 7th. And whoever wins more ball games throughout the rest of the regular season will have home field advantage. Next one misses high, 2 balls and no strikes to Tanner Tokunaga. The 2-0. Misses outside, 3 balls and no strikes to Connor Konishi. The 3-0 drops in there for a strike. Tokunaga taking all the way. Konishi takes a long look at first, now comes home. That pitch is outside for ball 4. So the Chico Heat have the tying runs on base for the for the left fielder, the two batter in the Heat lineup, Tim Frith.
Now batting, Tim Frith.
Tim Frith grounded to third his first time up, grounded to second his second time up. It's 0 for 2. Eric Robles at second, Tokunaga at first. Frith showing bunt. Gets it down sharply down the third base line. The only throw Berman will make is to first base with Jaden Hanna covering it. That is the first out of the inning. The runners advance. And now the tying runs are in scoring position for Cole Lemmel. Lemmel hit a triple down the left field line, scoring Tokunaga back in the first. Lemmel would then score on the RBI single by Garrett Kelly, who is on deck. Lemmel grounded to third his second time up. He's 1 for 2. First pitch to Lemmel, soft grounder. Berman looks back, the runner, the throw to first, going to be by Jaden France, and that's going to allow a run to score. They're going to hold Tanner Tokunaga at third. Jaden France made a great effort on that ball. It was a very hot ball thrown by Josh Berman. In the dirt, gets by Jaden France, and it allows Eric Robles to score. Score now 6-5, Rogues on top.
Garrett Kelly up to bat.
So runners at the corners. It will go as an error on Josh Berman. Runners at the corners for the Chico Heat. For Garrett Kelly. First pitch to Kelly, misses outside for ball 1. Kelly shows bunt, pulls back. The ball's in the dirt. Yang had a bit of trouble finding that ball, but it didn't run far enough away from him for the runners to advance. 2 balls, no strikes, the count to Garrett Kelly. Tanner Tokunaga at third. Cole Lemmel at first. 1 out in the top of the 5th. Rogues clinging to a 1-run lead. That one hit foul, out of play, into the parking lot. Sun beginning to set here at Harry and David Field. The sky out behind left. A beautiful shade of pink. As you look up into the sky, moves to orange and then to the light blue overhead. That one misses low. 3 balls and 1 strike to Garrett Kelly. That one fouled back up and into the netting. Runs the count full, 3-2 to Garrett Kelly. Runners on first and third. Tokunaga over there at third represents the tying run in this ball game. Top of the 5th, Rogues lead 6-5. Konishi looks over at first. The 3-2, that one hit softly to center field. Stutzman gonna make a diving grab, makes the catch. And the throw back to first, not gonna be in time. Tanner Tokunaga will score on the sacrifice fly. Braden Stutzman tried to throw out Cole Lemmel, who had taken off running from first base.
Batting next is your Morton's
The ball
batter
not
of the night, Bailey Zimmer.
Well, he just overthrew Jaden Hanna. The ball rolls into the Heat dugout. It allows Cole Lemmel to advance to second on the errant throw. So Tokunaga comes home on the sac fly, but there are 2 outs in the inning. With 2 down, Bailey Zimmer, who hit a 2-run home run back in the 4th inning, takes a first pitch strike. Zimmer, the K batter of the evening, so fans particularly invested in this at-bat. Cole Lemmel at second, 2 outs, all tied at 6. The pitch home, swung on and missed, strike 2. Lemmel struck out looking his first time up. And then his second time up hit that 2-run home run that scored Garrett Kelly, tied the game back at 4. Here's the 0-2 from Konishi. That one hit well into the air in center field. Going back are Stutzman and Gutierrez. That ball's going to drop behind him. Cole Lemmel comes around to score. Bailey Zimmer has himself a stand-up RBI double, and the Heat take a 7-6 lead here in the top of the 5th.
Batting next, Brandon De La Guardia.
That will bring up Brandon De La Guardia. Some action in the Rogues pen. We'll have that name for you as soon as we get it. Rogues trail 7-6 here in the 5th. 3 have come across for the Chico Heat, but there are 2 outs in the inning. First pitch to De La Guardia in there for a strike. That one chopped to the third baseman. Berman's there. The throw over to first in time for the final out of the inning. 3 come home for the Chico Heat. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Rogues trail 7-6. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. The Rogues would like to thank Rogue Credit Union for their continued support of the Medford Rogues and the surrounding Southern Oregon community. Our friends at Rogue Credit Union are striking out hunger. Rogue Credit Union is donating $10 to Access each time a Rogues pitcher strikes out a player from the opposing team during a home game. Rogue Credit Union, living local. It's a Rogue thing. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Bottom of the 5th. Rogues trail 7-6. We've gone back and forth in this ball game. First pitch to Josh Berman. He fouls it back. Count is 0-1. Brandon Bachman on the mound for the Chico Heat. That one hit well to center, rather to left field. It'll drop for a base hit. Josh Berman with a leadoff single. Rogues have the tying run on base with nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. That will bring up Dante Gutierrez. Gutierrez hit a ball sharply to the shortstop Eric Robles. Robles couldn't handle it. It allowed Alex Isola to score what was the tying run back in the first inning. Gutierrez then lined out to second base his next time up. He's 0 for 1. Bachman comes set. First pitch misses low. 1 ball and no strikes to Dante Gutierrez. That ball hit sharply down the first base line, but foul. Evens the count, 1-1. Gutierrez batting .265 for this Rogues team. 26 RBI on the year. Gutierrez was the only catcher on the Rogues roster for the first 10 games. Caught every single day and was happy to do it. That one bounces in the dirt, and Josh Berman will take second on the wild pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike, the count to Dante Gutierrez. Fan appreciation night here at Harry and David Field. Fans were treated to free ice cream and rowdy bobbleheads courtesy of Rogue Credit Union. Here's the 2-1, misses outside. Gutierrez in a great hitter's count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Josh Berman at second, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Rogues trail 7-6. Bachman comes set, looks back at Berman, now comes home. The 3-1, chopped foul into the Heat dugout. That runs the count full to Dante Gutierrez. Waiting on deck, Jaden France. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So that's the first out. And that will actually bring up Braden Stutzman. Jaden France now on deck. Braden Stutzman hit a ball a long ways to right field. The right fielder Cole Lemmel at the warning track when he made the grab. Stutzman 0 for 2 today. The switch hitter will bat from the left side. Started out batting from the right. Brian Coffey, the southpaw, started the game for the Chico Heat, lasted just 2 innings. First pitch to Stutzman, in there for strike 1. Berman over there at second, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. The 0-1 to Stutzman. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Healthy cut by Stutzman from Twin Falls, Idaho. Stutzman's played in the infield, in the outfield. He's caught. Done just about everything for this Rogues ball club. Sat next to Braden Stutzman during one of the road trips. He tells me that he has more power from the left side and more control from the right. Here's the 0-2. Misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Braden Stutzman. And last night there was an orange lighting beating down on the field. Today it is pink. There's no other way around it. There is a distinct pink hue shining down on Harry and David Field with the sun setting. The 1-2 swung on and missed for strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning. That will bring up the first baseman, Jaden France.
Now batting your Medford Rogues first baseman,
Jaden France 0 for 2 today. 3 for 12 on the season. Both times up, France has worked a full count. So Jaden France certainly no slouch at the plate, making the Chico Heat hitters work to get him out. Runner on second, 2 outs. First pitch to France, misses low for ball 1. Rogue Nation, there is still time to get your hands on this year's theme jerseys. Just click on the theme jersey auction link in the description box underneath this live stream video. You'll be taken to our eBay page where you can bid on those jerseys. That ball hit well to center field, but coming on, making a low grab, the center fielder, Garrett Kelly. Rogues can't get the leadoff man, Berman, home. We head to the top of the 6th. Rogues trail 7-6. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Rogue Regency Inn & Suites is the official host hotel of the Medford Rogues. Whether you're in Southern Oregon for a quick stay or a longer visit, Rogue Regency has a warm, casually elegant atmosphere with plenty to offer, including Chadwick's, the official sports bar of the Medford Rogues. Make sure you head to the post-game party headquarters, Chadwick's Pub and Sports Bar, and the Rogue Regency Inn & Suites.
Catch the Rogues all season long, right here on MedfordRogues.com.
Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. We are in the top of the 6th inning. Rogues trail 7-6. On in relief for Connor Kunishi, the right-hander from George Fox University. Rather, the left-hander, sorry. My apologies, Liam Kent. First pitch to the catcher, Mark Jones, in there for a strike. Liam Kent, the southpaw from Torrance, California, making his 6th appearance for the Rogues. The 0-1 misses outside, evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Liam Kent can often be seen playing with his kendama when on road trips. The 1-1. That one misses high for ball 2. Kendama is essentially a small wooden club, no more than 4 or 5 inches long. That one popped up high in the air. Jaden Hanna is under it. He makes the grab for the first out of the 6th. Essentially, a kendama is like a reverse ball in a cup.
Now batting Jeremy Watland.
There's a ball attached to the kendama, and it's the same idea where you have to get the ball in or on the kendama. The kendama has different divots and spikes, which you have to try to get the ball to rest on. It's supposed to improve hand-eye coordination. First pitch to Jeremy Watland. He bunts that one foul. 0-1 the count. For an added difficulty bonus, you can use the ball and try to swing the kendama on top onto the ball. It's really spectacular to watch. We have a video on our Twitter page at Medford Rogues. I gave it a try. I did not succeed. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on to Jeremy Watland. Liam Kent on the mound. The 1-1. Fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Jeremy Watland. Watland 0 for 2 in this ball game. Liam Kent winds and deals. That one hits him. Fastball ran a little too inside to Jeremy Watland. Hit by the pitch. So with 1 out and 1 on, that will bring up the shortstop, Eric Robles. Eric Robles.
Up to bat for Chico, Eric Robles.
Grounded out to Jaden France, the first baseman, his first time up. Bunt singled and scored back in the 5th. First pitch to Eric Robles in the dirt, blocked nicely by Eric Lang. Count is 1-0. Liam Kent checks. Jeremy Watland at first, now comes home. That one. Fastball catches the outer edge. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. The sun has set on Harry and David Field, giving way to what will be a very pleasant summer evening. Throw over to first, not in time. Watland dives back in safely. 1 out, Watland at first. Top of the 6th inning. Rogues trail 7-6. Eric Robles, the 9-hitter for the Heat in a 1-1 count. That one hit up the middle, caught by Scotty Wright. Nice play by Scotty Wright, ranging over to his left to make the grab. 2 down in the top of the 6th. That will turn the lineup over for Tanner Tokunaga. Tokunaga 1 for 2, led the game off with a double, would eventually score later in the inning. Flied out to center in the 3rd. Walked and scored in the 5th. First pitch to Tokunaga, misses inside for ball 1. The 1-0 hit up the middle. That one's going to get through for a base hit. Stutzman is there. A 2-out single for Tanner Tokunaga puts runners on first and second for the Chico Heat. And that will bring up the 2-hitter, Tim Frith. Frith 0 for 2. He had a sac bunt in the 5th inning. Tim Frith, a newcomer for the Chico Heat, just his 4th game with the team.
Pinch hitting for Chico, Joe Bath.
And we have a pinch hitter for Tim Frith. Joe Bath will step into the box. Joe Bath caught the last 2 nights, getting the day off behind the plate. Bath from Reno, Nevada. Attends Feather River Community College in his free time. Here's the 1-0 with runners on first and second and 2 outs. Drops in there for strike 1. Liam Kent does not have a orthodox delivery. Kind of a sidearm, not entirely. I would call it maybe a 230 delivery. Here's the 1-1. Bounces in the dirt. That's going to get by Eric Yang, and the runners will take a free base. So Jeremy Watland's now at 3rd. Tanner Tokunaga now at 2nd. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count to the pinch hitter, Joe Bath. 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Kent comes set. The 2-1. Fastball, called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 2. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Rogues trail 7-6 here in the top of the 6th. Liam Kent comes set. The 2-2. Misses low, runs the count full on Joe Beth. Waiting on deck, Cole Lemmel. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fouled back into the netting, so we'll do this again. Jeremy Watland at third, hit by a pitch, advanced on a wild pitch. Tanner Tokunaga at first, singled, advanced to second on a wild pitch. Here's the 3-2 to Joe Bath. Check swing, he did not go around, the ball is high. The bases are loaded for Cole Lemmel.
Cole Lemmel now batting for Chico.
Lemmel had an RBI triple back in the first inning that scored Tanner Tokunaga, would eventually come home on the RBI single by Garrett Kelly. Lemmel reached on an error in the 5th and would eventually come around to score on the RBI double by Bailey Zimmer. First pitch to him misses low, ball 1. The 1-0. That one hit to right field. Taylor Frost going back. Still going. He will reach up. That ball gets by him. Cole Lemmel gonna slide into third base with a triple. Big day for Cole Lemmel. The Chico Heat take a 10-6 lead here in the top of the 6th.
Next up to bat, Garrett Kelly.
Second triple of the day for Cole Lemmel. Now we'll bring up Garrett Kelly. Kelly, an RBI single in the first, had a triple of his own. He would score in the 4th, had an RBI sac fly in the 5th. He's 2 for 2. First pitch to him misses low for ball 1. That one hit up the middle for a base hit to score Cole Lemmel. 11-6 now. The Heat on top over Medford. Rogues have nothing to gain by winning this ball game tonight. Chico keeps the Heat in a dead tie with the Lincoln Potters for second place. Between the Heat and the Potters, whoever wins more games this season will have home field advantage in that first series of the playoffs. Bailey Zimmer takes a pitch outside for ball 1. Score 11-6 here in the top of the 6th. That one bounces in the dirt, taking off is Bailey Zimmer. He's in there without a throw. He rolled a wild pitch. Advances Garrett Kelly. Over to second base. Bailey Zimmer at the plate. 2 balls and no strikes the count. That one popped up high in the air off the first base side. Yang is going to have room. He makes the grab for the final out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th. The Chico Heat put up 4. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. The Rogues would like to thank Rogue Credit Union for their continued support of the Medford Rogues and the surrounding Southern Oregon community. Our friends at Rogue Credit Union are striking out hunger Rogue Credit Union is donating $10 to Access each time a Rogues pitcher strikes at a player from the opposing team during a home game. Rogue Credit Union. Living local. It's a Rogue thing.
Let's head back to the ballpark. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com.
Taylor Frost leading things off for the Rogues in the bottom of the 6th. Takes a first pitch low for ball 1. Rogues trail 11-6. Chico Heat put up 4 in the top of the inning. That one misses outside for ball 2. Taylor Frost 0 for 1 today. He's walked and scored back in the 2nd inning. The 2-0 to Frost. Fastball catches the inner half of the plate for strike 1. The final regular season home game of the 2017 season for your Medford Rogues. Next one catches the inside corner for strike 2. Rogues will then head to Portland for a 3-game series to close out the regular season. They'll stay in Portland because the very next day will be the first game of the 2017 playoffs. Frost fouls that one back. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Your Rogues will then take a day off. Both teams will take a day to travel back to Medford before playing game 2 on Tuesday. That one lined into left field for a base hit. Taylor Frost, he's not satisfied with 1. He's going to go for 2nd. The throw is going to be in time to get him. Frost on the head first dive, gunned down by the left fielder, Tim Frith. So you take those kind of chances in this kind of a game. The Rogues have nothing to play for. Taylor Frost thrown out at 2nd. And that will bring up Scotty Wright. Wright 2 for 2 with 3 runs scored in this ball game. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Scotty Wright doubled in the first and scored, singled in the second and scored, walked and scored in the 4th. That one misses high for ball 2. You're absolutely right, Dory. I think Taylor Frost, no doubt in my mind that Taylor Frost volunteered to take over in right field. I'm not sure that there were many eager volunteers on a day where it's 110 plus degrees. That one fouled back into the bleachers. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike to Scotty Wright. 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 balls, 1 strike the count to Scotty Wright. Waiting on deck, Jaden Hanna. That one a pop fly into right field. Cole Emmel is under it. He makes the grab, and that's the 2nd out of the 6th.
Now batting for your Medford Rogues, second baseman, Jaden Hanna.
Jaden Hanna having himself quite an evening. Had a 2 RBI double back in the 2nd inning, hit a 2-run home run in the 4th. He's 2 for 3 with 4 RBI. The first pitch to Hanna misses low for ball 1. Bachman winds and deals. That one popped up high in the air behind home plate. The catcher, Mark Jones, looking for it, makes the grab for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Rogues in the 6th. We head to the 7th. They trail by 5. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. This Rogues broadcast is brought to you by Heroes. Heroes is the new place for gourmet subs, wraps, salads, and burgers. People are really talking about how Heroes is the best sandwich shop in town. Go give them a try. Eat like a hero. Hero sandwiches. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Just wanted to give you a quick peek into what's going on down on the field. Carolyn Birch, our acting GM, is leaving the Medford Rogues.
Thank you for welcoming me into your community.
Receiving a multitude of flower bouquets. It was an absolutely beautiful ceremony. I personally would like to thank Carolyn Birch for taking a chance on me to be the broadcaster for the Medford Rogues. Carolyn has been a fantastic boss, an incredible leader. The Rogues will miss her. The Rogue Valley will miss her. The intern's doing the dizzy bat race. We'll step away for just a few minutes. When we come back, the rest of this ball game. Top of the 7th, Rogues trail 11-6. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Nick Parr on the mound for your Rogues delivers a first pitch that's outside to the leadoff man, Tanner Tokunaga. We're in the top of the 7th. Rogues trail 11-6. Rogues have nothing to play for here this evening. The Chico Heat in a dead tie for second place with the Lincoln Potters. They're fighting for home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs. That one fouled back. Evens the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nick Parr from Las Vegas, Nevada, attends Western Oregon University in his free time. The 5'10 right-hander making his 12th appearance on the mound for the Medford Rogues. That one misses high. 2 balls and 1 strike to Tanner Tokunaga. Carolyn Birch being recognized for all of the incredible work that she has done over the years for this Medford Rogues organization. She will not be returning with the team next season. The 2-1 misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike to Tanner Tokunaga. Again, I personally would like to thank Carolyn Birch for being a fantastic boss, an incredible mentor, and for taking a chance on me. I had 0 broadcasting experience before this gig, and she gave me the shot to do what I love, and I owe her everything. I really do. Tanner Tokunaga takes off to first base. However, it's a called strike by the home plate umpire, Jack Bolton. Tokunaga will sheepishly return back to the right-handed box. Full count, nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Rogues trail 11-6. Nick Parr Gets the sign from Eric Yang. He comes home. That one hit to left field. That's going to fall for a base hit. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Gutierrez giving chase. Tokunaga rounds first into second with a stand-up double. Rather, that's Brandon De La Guardia. I had my book all wrong there. Tanner Tokunaga wears number 1. De La Guardia wears number 11. So my mistake. Brandon De La Guardia on the 3-2 pitch hits a double to left field. And that will bring up the catcher, Mark Jones. (11-6) the score here in the top of the 7th. Not Tokunaga. Brandon De La Guardia, man, I had that stuck in my head. Brandon De La Guardia at second. The first pitch swung on, fouled back into the netting by the catcher, Mark Jones. Count is 0-1. Chico getting 2 in the first, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, 3 in the fourth. Boy, the heat really affecting me right now. It must be. Curveball misses high, evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike to Mark Jones. Let's try that again. The Chico Heat getting 2 in the first, 2 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, 4 in the sixth. The Rogues getting 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 in the fourth. Both teams have the same number of hits as they do runs. The Rogues have 1 more error than the Heat in this ballgame. That curveball misses high. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Mark Jones. Brandon De La Guardia with the leadoff double at second base. We're in the top of the 7th, nobody out. Here's the 2-1. Throw over to second, not going to be in time. De La Guardia dives back in safely. The Rogues will head to Portland tomorrow to kick off a 3-game series, the final regular season series of 2017. The sky now a deep purple as the sun casts its last rays on this hot, hot day. That one misses inside. 3 balls and 1 strike to Mark Jones. The 3-1, that one hit in the air to center field. Stutzman is under it. Makes the grab out there in center field. De La Guardia tags at second. He'll head into third without a throw. So the pop fly by Mark Jones advances the runner, and that will bring up Jeremy Watland.
Now batting, Jeremy Watland.
Watland 0 for 2 was hit by a pitch in the 6th inning and would eventually come around to score. 1 out, Brandon De La Guardia at third. The first pitch to Jeremy Watland. Hit sharply to the shortstop, Scotty Wright, who bobbles the ball. No throw over to first. However, Brandon De La Guardia holds at third base. So it'll be an E6 on Scotty Wright, but the run does not come home. And with the runner on first, the double play is now in effect for the 9-hitter, Eric Robles. Robles 1 for 3 today. He singled and scored back in the 5th inning. De La Guardia at third, Jeremy Watland at first. The first pitch to Eric Robles. Misses low for ball 1. It's fine, doesn't matter. I thought it was funny. I don't care at all. 1 ball, no strikes, the count to Eric Robles. Pitch home, fastball misses just outside.
That's Eric Robles up for Chico.
Having some fun with our PA announcer. A beautiful sunset here at Harry and David Field. A silver lining on a very hot day filled with a lot of fires out in the Rogue Valley. We want to thank all of our fire departments here in the Rogue Valley and in all of Oregon for all of the work that they do keeping us safe and keeping our forests green. 3 balls, no strikes to Eric Robles. Runners on the corners. The pitch home. Fastball, called strike at the knees. Waiting on deck, Tanner Tokunaga. Alternating colors of pinks, purples, and blues here at Harry and David Field. That one swung on and missed. Strike 2. So the count runs full. Nick Parr fighting back from a 3-0 count. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Eric Robles. Chop to the second baseman, Jaden Hanna makes a great pick. They throw over to second for 1, over to first in time for the double play. What a great pick by Jaden Hanna. Had to short hop that ball if he was going to have any shot at turning 2. The Rogues get Nick Parr out of the bases loaded, rather the runners on the corners jam. We head to the bottom of the 7th. We're stretching here at Harry and David Field. Rogues trail 11-6. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan expert. Fans, I can't tell you how many times we've had to replace a window at Harry and David Field because of a stray fly ball. When we need our windows fixed or replaced, the only team we trust are the folks at Bill's Glass. With locations in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass, Bill's Glass is the fastest and most affordable glass service in Southern Oregon. When you hear that crash, think Bill's Glass. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. We are in the bottom of the 7th. Rogues trail 11-6. Leading off for the Medford Rogues, playing in his final game in a Rogues uniform this season, catcher Eric Yang. Eric Yang, a staple behind the plate along with Alex Isola. I don't think it's a stretch to say that they're the 2 best catchers in the Great West League. First pitch to Eric Yang, swung on and missed, strike 1. In 33 games, Yang has 45 hits, 11 doubles, 3 triples, a home run, 27 RBI, 19 walks, 27 runs scored, and just 9 strikeouts. Batting .375 for the Rogues. That pitch called strike. Yang behind in the count, 0-2. That one just got a piece of it, did Yang. Does a great job of staying alive. The final regular season home game here at Harry and David Field of the 2017 year. Here's the 0-2. Sam Gamboa, the new pitcher on the mound, gets Eric Yang swinging for the first out of the 7th. And that will bring up the DH, Alex Isola. Nope, we have a pinch hitter Connor Lowry is going to come on and pinch hit for Alex Isola.
Your Medford Rogues, Connor Lowry.
First pitch to Lowry, misses high, ball 1. Alex Isola will finish the night 0 for 1 with a run scored and a stolen base. Connor Lowry from Refugio, Texas hits a ball well to left field. Going over is Tim Frith. He has room at the warning track. He makes the grab for the second out of the inning. So with 2 down, that will bring up Josh Berman.
Now batting your Rogues, third baseman, Josh Berman.
And on the last regular season home game here at Harry and David Field, I'm not going to say that this was the greatest sunset, but there are new colors in the sky that I've never seen before here at Harry and David Field. Josh Berman, first pitch swinging to the third baseman. Walland is there. Throw over to first in time. 1-2-3 go the Rogues in the 7th. We head to the 8th. They trail 11-6. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Rogues Baseball is brought to you by Claudio Alvarez Construction and Restoration. Founded over 2 decades ago, Claudio Alvarez Construction and Restoration are there when you need them most. Whether it's fire, storm, or water damage, the Alvarez Restoration team is ready and willing to bring your home back to how it used to be. They like to say, when bad stuff happens, we make good stuff happen. Find them at alvarezrestoration.com or by calling 541-727-7340. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. New pitcher on the mound for the Medford Rogues. Local here in the Rogue Valley from Ashland, Oregon, attends Cornell University, Jamie Flynn will take the mound for the Medford Rogues. No doubt a little bit of strategy by Coach Josh Hogan wanting to keep his starters loose for the playoffs in just 4 days. So Jamie Flynn on the mound in relief here in the top of the 8th. Rogues trail 11-6. Top of the lineup for the Chico Heat, starting out with Tanner Tokunaga. First pitch from Jamie Flynn. Misses outside for ball 1. Flynn having a fantastic year for the Rogues. That one fouled back into the netting. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1. Jamie Flynn with a record of 3-2 on the year, a 2.16 ERA in 7 starts. Fastball catches the outer edge for strike 2. Flynn has 25 strikeouts and just 22 hits allowed in 33 1/3 innings pitched. The 1-2 from Jamie. Hits off into the third baseman. Berman's there, takes a few steps over to first, and that's the first out of the 8th. With 1 down, that will bring up Joe Bath.
Batting next for Chico, Joe Bath.
Bath came on as a pinch hitter for Tim Frith back in the 6th, takes over in left field. First pitch to Joe, misses outside for ball 1. Flynn winds, deals. Fastball catches the outer edge, evens the count 1-1. Off in the distance to left field, the sky is as deep a purple as I've ever seen it. The silhouette of the Cascade Mountain Range jutting up into the purple sky. That one misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike to Joe Bath. Flynn winds and deals. That one chopped through the hole. A diving stop by Jaden Hanna. It goes off his glove. A great effort by Jaden Hanna. I think he may have caught that ball a little early. It might have kicked off his heel. The heel of his glove, rather. Bounces into right field for a base hit. And that will bring up Cole Lemmel. Flynn nodding at Jaden Hanna, respecting the all-out effort in a 5-run ball game after the Rogues already clinch. If that isn't a microcosm of this Rogues team, I don't know what is. The first pitch to Cole Lemmel, swung on and missed, strike 1. Flynn comes set. Here's the 0-1 to Cole Lemmel. Misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first. That's Joe Bath. We're in the top of the 8th. Rogues trail 11-6. Cole Lemmel steps back into the right-handed box. Jamie Flynn, the right-hander, comes set. Here's the 1-1. That one fouled up and back behind the berm. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cole Lemmel. Lemmel having himself quite a day. 2 triples, 4 RBI, 3 runs scored. Flynn comes set. Here's the 1-2. That one hit to right field. Taylor Frost coming on. He will make the grab out there in right field. The throw over to first, just barely getting back, is Joe Bath, who had taken off on the pitch. Great heads-up play by Taylor Frost, trying to tag out the runner at first. It's a fly out for the 2nd out of the inning, and that will bring up the center fielder, Garrett Kelly. Kelly with an RBI single in the 1st, a triple of his own he scored in the 4th, RBI sac fly in the 5th, and an RBI single in the 6th. Middle of the order doing a ton of damage for the Chico Heat. Playing with desperation, all tied with Lincoln for that all-important 2nd spot. That one misses high, ball 1 to Garrett Kelly. The Rogues will head to Portland tomorrow for a 3-game series against the Portland Pickles. They will then stay up there after the regular season ends on Saturday. Slider catches the outer half of the plate for strike 1. The Rogues will stay in Portland after the regular season ends on Saturday. The playoffs begin that Sunday, so it'll essentially be a 4-game series with the Portland Pickles. The 1-1. That one hit well to right field. Taylor Frost starts back, now comes in. He will make the grab out there in right field for the final out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Rogues trail 11-6. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com. Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Rogues trail 11-6. Leading off for the Rogues in the 8th, Dante Gutierrez. First pitch to the left fielder, swung on and missed, strike one. Gutierrez reached on an error. Back in the first inning, a sharply hit ball to the shortstop, Eric Robles. Robles couldn't handle it. It allowed Isola to score. Sam Gamboa back on the mound for the Heat. Next pitch, swung on and missed, strike two. Waiting on deck, Braden Stutzman. Third batter in the inning will be Jaden France. Sam Gamboa winds and deals the 0-2. Check swing, misses just inside. Great job of holding up by Dante Gutierrez. "11 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for the Heat. 6 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors for the Rogues." Here's the 1-2. Misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Dante Gutierrez. Gamboa goes into the windup. The 2-2. Misses outside. Runs the count full, 3-2. So Gutierrez fighting back from an 0-2 count. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Hit high in the air to center field. Garrett Kelly is under it. That is the first out of the 8th inning. That will bring up Braden Stutzman. Stutzman initially slated to play right field with Caleb Smith in center. Caleb Smith reported that he was not feeling well, and so Stutzman moved over to center field. Taylor Frost came in as the right fielder to start the game. The first pitch to Stutzman. Swung on, hit by a diving second baseman into left field. Stutzman has his first hit of the ballgame. It comes with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. And that will bring up Jaden France.
Stepping up to the plate for your Medford Rogues first baseman, Jaden France.
Jaden France 0 for 3 today, making some great picks over at first base. Hogan might want to think about keeping him in there. First one misses outside, ball 1. I actually talked with Josh Hogan about Jaden France playing in the infield because he is listed as an infielder as well as a pitcher on Point Streak. Plays infield during the fall semester for his college team. That pitch, bit of a swinging bunt, rolls right to the pitcher. Gamboa throw over to first in time. Moves Stutzman over to second. Productive out for Jaden France. Josh Hogan, basically the end result of that conversation was Hogan values Jaden France's arm more than his bat. France, the number 3 pitcher
Now batting for your
on the
Medford
Rogue
Rogues
snap.
right fielder, Taylor Frost.
That will bring up the right fielder, Taylor Frost. Frost made a couple of great plays out there in right field. Steps in. He's 1 for 2. Has a single and a run scored. That one misses high for ball 1. The run scored by Taylor Frost coming back in the second inning. He walked. Eventually came home on the 2 RBI double by Jaden Hanna. Here's the 1-0. Skips in the dirt. Nice pick by the catcher, Mark Jones. 2 balls and no strikes to Taylor Frost. Frost readjusting his batting gloves. Now comes set. 2-0 the count. 2 outs, runner on second here in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch to Frost. That one hit high and foul off the third base side. So the count now 2-1. Rogues will head to Portland for a 3-game series. Regular season will conclude on Saturday, August 5th, and the playoffs begin that very next day on Sunday, August 6th. You can catch every game of that series right here on MedfordRogues.com. The 2-1, that one popped up high in the air off the third base side. The third baseman will have room and foul ground, makes the grab for the final out of the inning. Rogues strand one, we head to the ninth, 11-6, Heat on top. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts.
Rogues fans, it's easier than ever to get your tickets to check out the Medford Rogues this summer. Visit MedfordRogues.com and click the Tickets tab to pick your seats for the next night out at Harry and David Field.
Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. First pitch to Bailey Zimmer, in there for a strike, thrown by Dylan Pierce. Pierce takes the mound for the Rogues here in the top of the ninth. They trail 11-6. Next one called strike. Pierce quickly ahead, 0-2 to Bailey Zimmer. Zimmer hit a 2-run home run back in the fourth inning, had a 2 RBI double in the fifth. That one fouled back into the parking lot. Rogues fans, single game playoff tickets are on sale now. Just head to MedfordRogues.com. We have the entire playoff schedule. Very easy link for you to get your tickets to join the Rogues on their postseason run. That one misses inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bailey Zimmer. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. First out of the inning for Dylan Pierce and the Rogues. That will bring up Brandon De La Guardia.
Now batting, Brandon De La Guardia.
De La Guardia 1 for 4 in this ball game, had a double back in the 7th. Pierce winds, deals, fastball, called strike on the outer edge. Dylan Pierce started the All-Star game down in Chico back on July 24th. He's 5-0 with a 3.64 ERA for the Rogues, 46 strikeouts in 49 1/3 innings pitched. That fastball out of play off the first base side. Second consecutive batter, Dylan Pierce is ahead, 0-2 on. Waiting on deck, the catcher, Matt Jones. Pierce winds and deals the 0-2. Misses inside. The Rogues will return back to Harry and David Field on Tuesday, August 9th, for the first playoff game at home of the 2017 postseason against the Portland Pickles. That one fouled back into the netting. We'll do this again. Get your tickets now at medfordrogues.com. One out, nobody on here in the top of the ninth. Dylan Pierce goes into the windup. The 1-2. Check swing did not go around. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 from Pierce. That one hit high in the air. That's going to roll foul out behind the berm. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. 11 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for the Chico Heat. 6 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors for the Medford Rogues. This game inconsequential to the Medford Rogues. They clinched the regular season title and home field advantage throughout the playoffs last night with an 11-2 win. Fastball misses outside, runs the count full, 3-2. Here's the 3-2 from Pierce. That one hit well to center field. Stutzman going back. He'll have room out there in center field. He makes the grab for the second out of the inning.
See you later, alligator.
And that will bring up the catcher, Mark Jones.
And next for Chico, Mark Jones.
Our PA guy having a bit of fun here. The final regular season home game of the 2017 year. It's incredible how quickly this season went by. Mark Jones 0 for 4, still looking for his first hit. He's the only Heat batter not to reach base in this ballgame. Takes a first pitch strike. Pierce winds and deals the 0-1. Fastball misses just inside. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. That one hit right to left field, gonna drop for a base hit. Commentators curse Mark Jones reaching for the first time today, and that will bring up Jeremy Watland.
Now batting Jeremy Watland.
Has no impact on this ball game, just a human interest piece. The Gold Sox lead 4-2 over the Lincoln Potters. Should the Gold Sox hold on, they will have swept the Lincoln Potters down in Marysville. That one gets by the catcher, Alex Isola. Mark Jones will take second. The free base. Runner in scoring position for the Heat here in the top of the ninth. 1-0 the count to Jeremy Watland. The 1-0 misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Jeremy Watland. Dylan Pierce comes set. Runner on second. 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. The 2-0 pitch to Jeremy Watland comes home. Fastball misses low for ball 3. Jeremy Watland 0 for 2 with a walk. Now has his second one. That pitch is low. Runners on first and second for the Heat. That will bring up the 9-hitter, Eric Robles.
Now batting Eric Robles.
Robles singled and scored back in the 5th, grounded out into a double play back in the 7th. That was on that great short hop pick by Jaden Hanna. Got the Rogues out of a jam. First pitch to Robles misses low for ball 1. The 1-0 in there for strike 1. That ball chopped foul off the first base side. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Eric Robles. Robles has showed bunt at least once in every single at-bat here in this series between the Medford Rogues and the Chico Heat. Dylan Pierce looks back, now comes home, the 1-2, fouled back and out of play. We'll do this again. Runners on first and second, 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Rogues trail 11-6. The 1-2 misses high, evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the deuces are wild, 2 outs, 2 on. Here in the top of the 9th. Pierce comes set. Here's the 2-2. That one hit up over the head of Jaden Hanna into right field. Coming around to score is Mark Jones. Robles slides into second with an RBI double. Brandon De La Guardia, Jeremy Watland over to third. 12-6 the score now.
Batting next, Tanner Tokunaga.
That will turn the lineup over for Tanner Tokunaga. First pitch from Pierce misses inside for ball 1. Pierce pitching the 9th inning as part of a strategy by Josh Hogan and Jeff Lyle to keep their starters warm for the eventual playoff series against the Portland Pickles starting on Sunday, August 6th. That one fouled back off the first base side. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tanner Tokunaga. Marysville scores another in the 8th. That one fouled back into the parking lot again. Pierce ahead of Tokunaga, 1-2. Pierce gets the sign from Eric Yang. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, runners on second and third. Pierce will step off the rubber. He's back on. The 1-2. Curveball misses outside. Evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The deuces are wild again. 2 outs, 2 on. The 2-2 pitch. That one fouled back over the press box. We'll do this again. This is Fan Appreciation Night at Harry and David Field. Tonight is all about celebrating you, Medford Rogue Nation. Dylan Pierce gets Tokunaga swinging to end the top of the 9th. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Rogues ready to make a comeback. They trail 12-6. You're listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Welcome back, Rogue Nation. Medford Rogues Baseball, live on MedfordRogues.com. Presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. We are in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Rogues trail 12-6, the top of the order. Up for the Rogues. The first pitch to Scotty Wright catches the inner half for strike one. Scotty Wright having himself quite a day. Doubled and scored in the first, singled and scored in the second, walked and scored in the fourth. He's 3 for 4. The 0-1 chopped foul. Right quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2, a slider that misses outside from Sam Gamboa. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Scotty Wright. That one misses outside. Evens the count, 2-2. This game inconsequential for the Medford Rogues. A very critical game for the Chico Heat, who are in a dead tie with the Lincoln Potters. That one called strike 3 on the inside part of the plate. So with 1 down, that will bring up Jaden Hanna. Hanna having himself quite a day as well. Hanna hit a 2 RBI double back in the second inning to score Taylor Frost and Scotty Wright. And then hit a 2-run home run in the fourth to score Scotty Wright. He's 2 for 4 with 4 RBI. The left-handed hitting Jaden Hanna steps into the box. First pitch to Hanna misses outside, ball 1. Hanna batting .307 for this Rogues team. One of 6 players for the Rogues batting over .300. That one misses high. 2 balls and no strikes to Jaden Hanna. The 2-0. That one hit well to center field. Coming on is Garrett Kelly. Makes a diving stab at it. Did he make the catch? No, says the field ump. The ball falls. Garrett Kelly drops it. It is a single for Jaden Hanna. 3 for 5 in this ball game. And that will bring up the catcher, Eric Yang. This most likely will be Eric Yang's final at-bat for the Medford Rogues this season. Eric Yang, a terrific addition to this Medford Rogues ball club. He will be sorely missed, both for his bat and for his arm and pitch framing behind the plate. The first pitch to Yang. Broken bat right at the shortstop. He'll take it himself to the bag for 1 over to first in time for the double play. Your final score, the Rogues fall 12-6 on the final regular season home game of the regular season here at Harry and David Field. It was a hot one today, folks. Again, the final score, the Rogues fall to the Chico Heat 12-6. We're back tomorrow night, live from Portland. First game of a 3-game series, the final 3 games of the regular season. We'll then stay in Portland for the first game of the playoffs on Sunday, August 6th. Jaden Hanna, the player of the game. 3 for 5, 4 RBI, and a run scored. The home run hit by Jaden Hanna sets the Rogues record for most home runs by a team. Most home runs by a Rogues team in Medford Rogues history with 25. Again, the final score, the Rogues fall 12-6 here on Fan Appreciation Night. Thank you so much for Rogue Nation for joining us here. Hope you stay cool throughout the weekend. I'm Jonathan Kerman. You've been listening to Medford Rogues Baseball live on MedfordRogues.com, presented by Michael Newman and the Newman Group, your local home loan experts. Sleep well, Rogue Nation. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Rogue Nation, thanks for listening to Medford Rogues Baseball. Listen to the Rogues all season long, live on MedfordRogues.com.